Welcome to the first inaugural Quamfy Lounge, right? I mean, what else would this be? Quamfy Lounge episode, but like Quamfy Roundtable.
Okay.
Roundtable sounds
I
good.
can do that.
Mm-hmm. We're going to cover recent AMA and just provide some context for some of the statements Gilbert had, and just dive into all things quant.
Cool.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Nah,
are you kidding me?
Let's just do it. Let's do it.
That was really good. Let's just act like it didn't happen.
Let's just
really
go.
good.
Bang. All right. So who?
Okay.
All right. So he enters the chat. Wait, are we gonna do it? No, we won't do it like that.
So the context for why Gilbert came in and said that.
Okay.
Because that guy messaged me probably about 3 hours saying, banned from Maine. Have you banned me, basically?
Yeah.
And I was like, no. So I had to go and check who'd banned him, and it was Gilbert.
Yeah.
So he was like, you get him to unban me? And I was like, not really. And so he was like, well, I'm not going to message him. But clearly he did.
Yeah, he did.
So that's why Gilbert came in saying, yo, welcome back,
Dope.
Hey, risk it for the biscuit, you know?
Yeah, man.
I love it.
I mean, he gave us a good... that led to a good AMA, so fair play to him.
I love how
definitely
the only person who uses GIFs in the main channel is Gilbert. He's like dropping like some random bullshit.
I love it when he puts GIFs in. It's so cute.
It's alright.
It is.
Moving on. Alright, so
Bless him.
what do we do? Are we just gonna read the messages?
I mean, we could just go over ones that stand out to us.
Okay.
Because there's one in particular I really want to cover, Luke.
Oh,
Really want to
yeah,
cover.
I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first of all, Hyperledger Cactus. We may as well just talk about every point. Hyperledger Cactus is that the incubation. What is it? What do they call them in the branch of Hyperledger? What do they call each project? I don't know, like a module.
A branch. I mean,
Yeah.
there's separate repos
It's a
for each
repo.
one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interoperability repo, and lately some of the members who are developing it wanted to do an overledger integration. That's pretty much it. Simple as that.
Yeah. We should cover what the council had to say about that.
Yeah. Do you know what they said?
1 second, let me pull that up.
Okay.
Keep going while I look
Alright,
it up.
we'll keep
Okay.
going.
Oh, we should have got AJ on. Let him loose.
Shoot from the hip.
That'd been dangerous.
Gilly replies back. I feel like I'm reading a book. We're helping many partners in the background. Example, the participants of ODAP. So when you could read that so many different ways. I mean, Jesus, how do you want to do it? We're helping many partners in the background. Example, the participants of ODAP. I mean, Jesus, that's like what MIT Digital Dollar Project. I mean, that's the first one off the bat.
So is that is that just one participant? Is that every participant? You know,
we're helping many
could be
partners
anything.
in the yeah. I think it just says like a few, like, you know, we're helping a couple of them.
Well, so first thing in my mind is obviously MIT. I mean, they posted ODAP like in collaboration with them. Second is Intel potentially, due to the fact that they also co-sponsored this. And then third, or wasn't ODAP? I think they co-sponsored the Gateway Protocol
Talking
standard.
about Juniper.
Yeah.
No, Juniper is just a subscriber, I think, to this.
Yeah, but
I don't know what would you call this
that a
project of
participant,
ITTF?
though. I would call that a participant.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
They're essential infrastructure.
all right.
So Swisscom as well. Swisscom is showing up quite a bit in the documentation here. And we all know their role in project, or we all should know their role in Project Helvetia with the Swiss National Bank, SDX, and also the Bank of International Settlements, and their projects of trying to bring CBDCs into the world.
Mm-hmm. Don't they have quite a few members on the email thing? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? There's quite a few Swisscom members on there.
There are.
All right.
Swisscom's pretty interesting because they also deal with. I think they had a partnership for self-sovereign identity on the Neo blockchain. So they're dealing with many different blockchains other than just necessarily the Ethereum blockchain or Hyperledger or Corda. So they would have a need for interoperability.
If only there was a project that could provide it.
I know. It's such a shame.
So the next comment is exchanges. This is going to be interesting. So we've been doing our best to help on exchanges. I appreciate there's a lot of expectations on this based on people's experience with crypto projects. It's front of mind for me personally. I hope to sort it out. It's a need we have for the network. We need our treasury to automate payment channels to buy and exchange QET and fiat. It's something we don't do but need to partner with the right exchanges to work with us on the journey we're on. So basically the way I see it, I'm just going to get my mind out on exchanges because I know there's people in here that are probably in the lounge and shit. Obviously it would be nice to be on better exchanges. Everyone wants that. I talked to, we help Gilbert in the background and stuff like that. He is trying to get listed on exchanges, but it's not as simple as just like applying. He's applied years ago and things like that. A lot of the time you either got to pay that figure, that big fee that, is honestly unreasonable. And he's also not the only person in charge of funds and stuff like that. He's got a board to talk to. He's got, longevity to think about. But also, if you don't have the funds, then you need like a VC connect to like handhold or something like that. But I think this is a good way to go about it. You can use Overledger Network as like a discussion or a negotiating tool. Say like, we can offer you like yields and returns and access to different market participants. And in return, you can give us the, like liquidity or something like that. Like, I think that's kind of an interesting way to go about it. You guys have any thoughts?
Well, absolutely. Unless, go ahead, Trabongo.
I kind of share it. I mean, there's clearly a completely different strategy. Clearly, I mean, dangling the OVM carrot compared to just traditional like, other crypto projects, right? Other crypto projects are willing to just go and pay, the £1 million fee. Regardless whether that actually brings them better liquidity. I mean, there's a ton of projects on exchanges like Binance that have shit liquidity. Just it, and that you can't. That fee that they paid is a waste. They could have spent that, improving their business, hiring more staff, but that's gone now.
Well, it's not really a waste when you bring yourself to new echelons of interest and eyes, and these exchanges were the gateways of those tensions, right? But with something like Uniswap and with soon to come Overledger gateways, it completely disrupts that model and allows for liquidity to be sourced from the token holders themselves. And like Gilbert said before, I think it was like last summer, DeFi is really opening up a whole bunch of new ventures, new niches, new ways in which this ecosystem will unfold. And these centralized exchanges, if they don't play with the incoming regulatory regime, they're just going to die straight up. So I really do think that like tokens like, for example, Ripple, who got straight schnookered by the SEC recently, right? And yet they're still number 4 in market cap. Like I think Polkadot only recently surpassed them. Like the level.
Now,
oh yeah, 5. Yeah, sorry. What is it like? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether. Now Polkadot. Yeah, they're number 5. I always forget about Tether. But yeah, so it's like when you get to this next tier of liquidity and this next tier of mental awareness, you can take these massive hits and still be relevant. And so Quant has to kind of pierce that veil yet, but when we do, it's going to be massive. And so Gilbert's just trying to bide his time, trying to use his fuel while he can, and offer utility to exchanges, so that they will come to us rather than we coming to them.
I don't want to dwell on exchange like the whole time. I mean, we know CoinMetro and Zen are already looking at running gateways, but I think just to touch on like the listing fees, I think something that's like an important point to bring up is most like crypto projects and stuff. They're trying to build a protocol, and so like the foundation funds are pretty much to bootstrap the network. They're not like a company that's for profit, and so like spending money to get on an exchange like that makes sense because they're not really, at the end of the line, they're just trying to kickstart a network that will then kind of like self-perpetuate, if you know what I mean. Whereas, you know, Gilbert's running, you know, a company, like he's trying to run a business that, you know, the token is like tokenized revenue that, you know, also acts as part of like the distributed network. So it's kind of like a different way, you know, like let's think about something like, I don't know, what's like a protocol or something like that. You know, they raise like 20, 30 million, you know, they don't mind spending 1 to 2 million to get on some top exchanges, because those funds are really just paying devs to bootstrap and get like nodes up and stuff like that. It's not like, you know, they're trying to pay employees for the next 10 years or, you know, get offices and things like that. Like it's a bit more, I don't know. I feel like that's just an important thing. And at the end of the day, the other interesting thing, like really no one talks about, is Quant didn't really raise that much in ICO. Like it was actually one of like the lowest ICOs I can really think of. And like,
not really lowest, but it definitely disappointed.
Yeah, it's pretty low. And like,
I mean, for the scope of the project, it was pretty low.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right, should we move on?
Yeah.
Well, I just was gonna his next statement. Like Voyager came out of the field. I've never even heard of them. Funny enough, if you look at the chart right after Gilbert mentions it just, the token value absolutely explodes. So that's pretty interesting.
Are they? I think they're backed pretty heavily by Alpha Sigma.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay,
I think so.
There might be some cross pollination there. So yeah, let's just cover Voyager, Coinbase, Kraken, Bitstamp, all those top tier exchanges. I really wish to see what kind of materials Quant is building up for this, because right now we're kind of lacking in that. And so for the community to pitch them on this, or for even Quant to do this, they've got to have their ducks in a row. Because there's no doubt in our minds, obviously, that like having a gateway is just net positive across the board. Like especially if you want CBDC access. So it'll just I think it's just going to get a lot easier once the rebrand is in place, and then we can just start like dealing, you know.
Yeah.
Cool. And the next one was, what updates do you have for developers and operators? And so they'll be talking mainly for gateway operators, because a lot of people are waiting for like the next release. Seems like Gilbert's waiting to do the next release. Luke's told us that they've got a lot of stuff ready for that, so hopefully that's coming for January. Not anything else to really touch on that, I don't really think.
Again, I think in January we have an imminent rebranding, because everything else will stem from that.
January is a rebrand month for sure.
We agree. Yeah.
But you know,
we might get more. Maybe. You never know.
Maybe, but I think that be something to go alongside the rebrand. I mean, there might be a reason they might want to push out some stuff to build some excitement alongside the rebrand, but that's speculation. I don't know.
Cool. The other thing is we'll have to restart the Zoom in a second, just so you can see on my screen.
No.
Yeah, but that's not going to matter. I can just like stop and start the thing.
We Gucci, dude.
The next question is obviously Gilbert's been reading the lounge, because everyone's just talking about first half of 2021 being, you know, June or whatever, and he, you know, saying that there's a lot of time in between. There's a lot ready for each quarter and month. I feel like that's the one people really gravitate towards.
I mentioned that on my last AMA breakdown video.
Yeah,
like that Q1 just means it could be any day.
Yeah,
it doesn't. I mean, I think if we go on history, it does tend to be, you know, if we're done by Q1, it does tend to come in the last week. So, or Q2, it's the last week of Q2. So I get why people are saying that.
Yeah.
But I think Gilbert's just covering his tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I also feel like it's not the only cat in the bag. You know what I mean? In my opinion, like everyone I feel like a lot of people are either like new to Quant like recently, or they forget that like for some reason everyone seems to think like the Overledger network is like the only thing they're doing. I mean, SIA was around before like the Overledger network existed. Like, you know, Overledger is a working product. There's a lot of stuff that they could be talking about and working on, you know, cats in the bag that still, you know, have got nothing to do with the actual network launch.
Well, I mean, there was 4 blockchain Brad interviews, and the Overledger network had nothing to do with any of them.
Yeah,
and the amount of stuff that Gilbert spilled in all of them, there's too much. Like, I can't even get my head around it. There's too much.
Are we happy? Move on to the next one. He says,
all I have to say is ISO the standard. ISO the standard.
He's getting excited.
Oh, wow, look out. We'll have to keep him on a leash. Can you comment on the OCC newest regulations regarding banks and blockchain tech? It seems to be perfect news. So if you don't know, the OCC is the commanding, what is it called? What does it stand for again?
Office of the Comptroller of the Currency.
Yeah, that's it. And basically the news was banks and regulated financial institutions are
allowed to run node infrastructure and deal with crypto assets. So this means that JP Morgan, which has been working like hell in the background with DLTs, digital assets, JP Morgan Coin, the Interbank Information Network, which Gilbert said they're working at a higher level than, and a whole bunch of other things like Project Ubin and the interoperability gateway there, and integration DVP, PVP, like an RTGS system, et cetera, they now have free reign to do all those projects and all those POCs and bring them to America.
Damn, that's huge.
And so think about this as well. Citibank, which is the number one bank, I think, that deals in Forex in the world, now can deploy DLT infrastructure to work seamlessly across borders to settle different payments in different like sovereign fiat and go from there. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things like DTCC and their project. What is their project? What is it called? Project Ion, right? There's another one like Project something. I don't know. Anyways, but there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that's going to unfold from this if the incoming Biden regime doesn't do a heel turn, which they very well might. You never know.
Just a heads up, like the Zoom call ended, you guys can't see the chat, but unless we have to share something, I don't think it's too big of an issue. I'll just keep going for the moment. Should we go on to the next one?
Unless you guys want to talk about that. You have anything to say? Or
I'm good. Oh, actually, no, I do want to say something. I think one of the things that we should look at is Citibank. It's like almost like no doubt in my mind that Gilbert's working with Citibank. I mean, he's literally like tweeted about it, like I think like twice. And oh my god, how do you say that?
What's the name of the lady?
Ioana.
Supronatiao or something like that. Yeah, she was supposed to be at QuantX 2019.
Yeah,
that's right.
And she's great. Yeah, and she's actually pretty like high up. What is she? She's like a head of European innovation or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
European Affairs Innovation or something like that. Yeah, I've watched her
actually pull it up.
Yeah, okay. You know what? I will.
This is why you got it. Also,
I feel like
you don't have your Zoom. Say your Zoom, dude.
Yeah, do the Zoom.
I'll do the Zoom. I'll do the Zoom.
I feel lost.
We miss you, Luke.
I just want to say, no, I'm not going to say it.
What? Just say it.
Jesus.
Okay, I just want to say, I saw what Ghost looked like today.
Oh God! Don't say it. Stop saying it.
All right. I'm not going to say it.
Okay, don't say it.
Alright, I send you.
You don't need to say anything.
Handsome son of a bitch. If I was a girl.
God.
What was that one I watched where she was on that panel with like... Oh, she was on like a huge panel. I can't remember what it was called. Got a really butchered her name.
Was it... It wasn't P2P FISY.
Nah. I'll find it. This is it. She was in that ball and white.
No, suit. she was. Look.
All right.
Check it out.
Was uncorrelated to underlying value.
There she is.
Oh, this is the guy from Outlier Ventures.
That's James
Ghost.
In that Burke.
Yeah.
Jamie Burke?
Yeah.
Well, I can't see your screen because you're not on a Zoom call.
Oh, what?
I'm on the Zoom call.
Oh, yeah, dude. My bad.
Right.
To any sane person close to the technology, it felt unsustainable. And of course, we got...
Let me in.
Right. We got Jamie... we had Sean, we had Sally Eves, and she's the co-head of European Government Affairs at Citi. Which is like a weird position to hold, but whatever. Where's she talk? There she is in that white suit.
Look at the Quamfy.
She looks fresh.
Look at the Quamfy lounge.
Okay. How do I do that? Okay.
Oh yeah, there it is. P2PFISY.
Told you.
Yeah, and she was going to be at Quantex, bro. Yeah.
How do you say her name?
I don't know.
Let's see what Google
I think
says.
it's Iona Supernatau.
I don't think that's right. Serpatiano.
Wait, how do you do the voice? Text to
Supatiano.
voice.
Yeah, that's right. Serpatiano.
Oh, that's a good idea.
How do you do that?
Text to voice.
What is it?
Butcher. We're wasting so much time on this.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay.
Quote Ghost. Let it loose.
I care.
Man.
I
Let
care.
it loose. Alright, ready?
Ioana Supratanu.
Iona Serpatinu. This is a demo.
No, I didn't
I
like
can't
that
hear
at all.
it.
I didn't like that at all. It's got to be like a European voice. I'm thinking like Portuguese. Can you not hear it? Hang on. Hold on.
No, I can't even hear it.
No. Can't hear it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Who
It does
cares?
to me.
It
I'm gonna look up
does.
after. It does to me, damn it.
Isto é demo.
Okay.
Oh, it's spoken in another language. Okay, never mind. All right, we're back on.
What's this in the background?
All right, so City. Anyway, moving on. Can you confirm the rebrand is only a logo change? Nope, it's not a ticker or a name change. We're rebranding our corporate brand. We love it. Can't wait to release it.
We're waiting on those damn stickers from the competition.
Yeah.
Ever since this summer.
That's true.
Gosh.
So we were kind of debating whether it would be a name change, right?
It's
I
not
know
gonna be.
I know it's not now, but we were before. Because I was dabbling with the idea maybe they would change to Overledger, but I guess we're not.
Dude, it's such long overdue.
Yeah.
When we found out that the logo was basically Indian clip art,
Yeah, it sucked.
it was so funny. Like
It's hard to defend that in any
I
way.
like it.
You know?
I like it. I like the logo.
it's a clean logo, but the thing is that like
Quicksilver.
we were in the middle of like having to defend like Quant's honor in essence. Like there's so many people accusing him like Quant of being a scam just because you know.
Why?
No real reason.
It's just a Q, bro. Relax.
Yeah, but you know what people are like. They'll
Yeah,
find anything to fund a
guess.
project. And when you could be like, oh, they've got the same logo as this project. It's just like,
Mosif, I'm not even joking. We found it like in it was Filipino. Sorry, it's Filipino, like some brand maker. Like, it's like, oh God.
The thing was as well, like you had Sequant, but then it had the blue and the green and the purple kind of broken up Q. And then we had Quixel, which just had the white, straight up white logo. And then Quant changed it to just having the straight up white and black logo. And I was like,
Which is
oh,
clean.
man.
Clean.
It's cleaner, but then
Yeah.
you're leaning more into it, you know?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but
I kind of like the whole aesthetic where you like make like the Q like an empty box where you can like look into stuff, you know? Where you can color whatever you want inside. Like that'd be a cool design choice.
I'm super interested to see what they come up with.
Me too. Because I mean, like Quant or Overledger is like a lens to all these different places. Why not like build on that motif?
Yeah. Are we going to be those guys that are just like, oh, the original was better? OG Quant.
The OG Quant was better.
Oh, that. OG.
It was.
OG.
Yes. Look, I'll link it in.
honest to God, I like the logo. Honestly, there I said it.
No, it's
You're
it's,
like a stark
it's-
defender.
I just
it's
like
good,
the logo.
but it's not like.
I don't think you're gonna get any cleaner than that. Who cares if some other company looks the same, bro? There's 8 billion people on the planet. It's gonna happen.
The old one reminded me of like something more organic, I guess, you know. Whereas this is
I
like
didn't
the new
like
one's
the
clean
old
but
one.
corporate.
The new one's going to be even cleaner and more corporate.
You reckon?
Yeah, well, that's where they're going.
It's going to
you
be.
know?
I think it's going to be safe.
I reckon they should just do Gilbert's face, and then like like inside a
You know-
queue, like inside the queue. That would be interesting. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. I'll vote for that.
Next comment. We have a very strong offering by bringing the scale of institutional clients and volumes to exchanges. It's in their interest to be part of Overledger network.
They're not the company, the gurus of the company did research.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, you should have been relaxing the whole time I was gone.
Go CJ.
I muted him.
Okay.
I muted him.
3 hours.
Yeah, let me... Okay.
Okay.
Alright, moving on. Where's his next comment? It's very easy for financial institutions to add digital assets to their product offerings for clients. Now that the regulation is clear, every bank is and capital market provider has the approval to offer stablecoins and digital assets for payment, transactions, and settlement. I wonder if that flows on to Axe trading. That'd be interesting. But maybe that was like a different license they were after.
Not heard too much about Axe trading lately.
Yeah, the guys. Do you see the guy's office? It looks actually Chad as. I looked at the guy on LinkedIn. You know what? I'll bring it up. What's his name?
Wait, well, Luke, what question are you on right now? Like, I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out there.
Just talking how
I'm
easy,
on
like I said, it's very easy for FIs to add digital assets.
Yeah. So I think this is related to the new. Yo, what's up?
How are we getting people coming in?
Well, I opened the chat out just to see like what would happen. But we just said people talking to other people.
What's
and
that guy's
coughing
last
in the
name? I forgot his last name. Is it Greg? I don't think it was Greg.
Greg Kaperki? That sounds right.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake.
dude, he's such a hoss.
Yeah, did you see that thing I sent you?
What's a hoss?
Hoss is like a really
Oh, George. It's George.
like a Chad.
Oh, George. I'm sorry, George. Called you Greg.
Fuck.
So
What's a horse?
guys,
Wait, sorry, what's a horse?
Oh my god. It's like Chad. It's like Chad before Chad was Chad.
He is like an Uber Chad. Horse. I've never heard that before.
Hoss, like
Oh, not horse.
not horse, hoss. Like, oh, he's a hoss, you know, like, you never heard that before?
No.
Oh my god.
This is how my brain works. When I hear that, I'm like, tell me
That's
about
funny.
it right now.
No. We're bring it back. So I linked the new regulations, or sorry, the new paper the ISO just recently released, and it's about so the publication of security management of digital asset custodians, so financial intermediaries and whatnot. This deals, in my opinion, directly with what Helvetia and is dealing with, how they're tokenizing fiat and also tokenizing securities via SDX. This deals exactly with what the DTCC is going to be dealing with, how they're changing slowly towards a tokenized base layer of digital settlement, and this also it's universal. It's essential for ODAP. It's essential for this gateway to gateway operations, and this is substantial. The fact that they're releasing this right now, so I think this is the year. I mean, this is the year for Quant's just going to start strutting its stuff.
Do you feel like everything's converging at the moment?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Well, so let's look at his next comment. So it's like, it seems like a win-win relationship to me. I know you're not going to confirm it, but I think we can assume that it's a matter of time. Oh, we know it's an undirect. Never mind. Sorry, he's the same color. Sorry.
It was about the ETH fees by 93%.
Yeah.
And he says, this is a new innovation we're proud of. Wouldn't it be nice if all the volumes of DEXs and FI settlement payments on Overledger, because it is fast, real-time, and reduces their fees?
Didn't he throw out the 93% reduction after that?
Yeah, no, that was in the last.
Was after this?
Previous AMA.
That was the last one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was because Horse. That's why Horse asked.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, that's true. They're all kind of starting to meld together for me.
I mean, we got 2 AMAs in
a week. Yeah.
I know, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Not used to it, man.
Yeah, he says on the next one too, if we can reduce those down to 90%, it's a win-win for all participants.
Yeah.
I'm interested with that figure. The 90, was it 93%?
Well, it essentially. Go ahead.
Yeah, go on. No, go on. You go.
No worries.
So like, is that that 93%? Do you think that's an average? Like, how are they coming up with that figure? Do you know what I mean? Like, is that
it's probably
did that just happen
estimates.
once, or is that an average, or like, I'm not very technical, so I don't really understand how are they coming up with 93%.
So from my perspective, you can think of Overledger as a layer 2 tech, multi-DLT, deals natively with each individual chain, and when he says that, I think you're basically talking about, instead of the accrued cost of each step of computation that would happen from the initial step and then the closing of that step, you now have basically the initial step, which opens up what is essentially a state channel that Overledger then can then deal with, and then settles back onto chain. And so you're seeing the entry and exit points still in place, but those all the in-between steps are dealt with on Overledger itself.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's massively impressive then.
And then some weird question that I don't understand. It must be a European thing. Is it Gilbit or Gilbits, by the way? Asking for... I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is.
Australians.
Yeah, man. I'll just call him Cobber.
You nailed it, mate. You nailed it.
I think the... oh, there we go. If we reduce it down, it's a win-win. It's Gilbert for obvious reasons. Okay.
Well, I'm so glad he nipped that in the bud. I'm so glad he did.
Gilbert.
Yeah.
So it's multi-DLT lightning payments. So that's pretty much what we knew.
Across blockchains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
2021 is going to eclipse the previous years in crypto and blockchain. The financial institutions are here. Next is central banks.
See, he just said, look, he had a go at Gilbert, but then look at him.
Yeah. Well, I think he's talking about the industry as a whole, because the regulation's kind of coming. Would it be nice to see more details on Quant's products on the new website with the possibilities and use cases? We've done it all from scratch as part of our rebrand with new content. That's going to be pretty cool. I'd love to see some more interchange shit. It's ganging.
Yeah, we need more on it. And Seek. I'm really interested to see what Seek looks like at the moment.
Well, didn't he so when he says some from scratch, I mean,
in-house.
They're basically going to offer it as one suite, I would think, right?
You think?
When he says in-house, he means the content. They produce the content in-house.
No, but I remember reading somewhere where they're also someone was asking about a specific product like Atlas, and they're like, yeah, that was kind of merged back into the fold, like the tech was, and then they kind of they're changing that up. I don't know how exactly that's going to turn.
So do you feel like Atlas is not really a thing anymore? Do you think they've just kind of merged it?
Well, Atlas is what was Atlas? Atlas was
open banking, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes. So it's ISO 20022 compliance, and then DLT compliance on top of that due to Overledger's nature. So that might just be I don't know, a MDAP now, or make it maybe more extensible rather than just a single. Dude, I have no idea.
Good. I don't fucking know, mate.
So the next one was about the website. They've gone through so many websites they couldn't even keep track.
I like the new one.
I don't hate it. I hope they get a properly good.
It's so much better. It's so much better than the one before.
I want some real responsive shit. I don't want WordPress.
I want the landing page to be Quant with a marker buy button from Uniswap.
Do y'all remember the VeChain's website from 2017?
Who's sorry?
Whose?
VeChain's website from 2017.
I never got the VeChain hype.
Their website in 2017 was so clean. It was the aesthetic was top notch.
Wow.
I was really impressed.
Wayback Machine. I'm having a look.
So this is where Ghost gets excited. So someone was talking, and this is where we disagree, right?
Ghost. Everyone should be. This is awesome.
So and then some guy goes to the eclipse the previous year. Some guy goes like, and Quant is in the center, soon to unfold. And then M's like, not necessarily center, but wide through all of it, architecture-wise. And then
all right. Let me take this over. No. You stop. Let's just say
You're butchering it.
Yeah. You're off now.
Right,
let's just say center, right? So it's not. He corrected him. He capitalized center and changed the spelling. Why would he do that? Do you think it would just be for no damn reason?
That is a good point.
All right. Wait. And there's the bomb is just to come, Luke. Gosh. All right. Let me pull up what's like. Well, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. So I post over here. I understand this reference, right? And furthermore, he corrects and says center, hub, and spoke, which is like, that's a topological reference, so it's like, oh, it could be anything. It could just be anything. And then I say, you could say this is circular. Now, why would I say it's circular? Gilbert responds to me, he says, you get it, Ghost. Your research and depth of knowledge is commendable. All right, so he understands what I'm getting at. Now, connect the dots. Why would I say that center is circular? What is the common thread between all of this?
I know what you're getting at. Just go.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want engagement.
He wants it from your lips.
Well, you think it's got to do with the company circle. That's what.
Yes.
I don't
know. The center consortium.
I could say it. But at the same time, I could also just see how it's like just a generic comment about things being circular.
Wait, so what is circle? What is center?
I don't know. You'll have to take it. I don't know too much about them.
Okay, all right. This is why we're going into this. Center is the consortium that builds USDC.
Yeah. I knew that much.
And this is with Coinbase. They recently partnered with Visa. And there's a whole ecosystem right here. And funnily enough, the Circle CEO, Jeremy Allaire, I think is his name. Mm-hmm. He was recently on a YouTube video with the head of crypto for Visa, Coy Sheffield.
Yep.
I think is his name.
Yep.
I'm going to link that in chat as well. And the name dropping of interoperability, the name dropping of multi-DLT settlement, CBDCs, all the narratives are there. So it's just something that I think is so much more than coincidence.
Gilbert has been talking a lot about Visa as well recently.
Yeah.
Why would he capitalize center, Luke?
Yeah, why would he capitalize and correct the spelling?
Come on, mate, tell us.
Why would he confirm that circular is related?
State your case.
What does research have to do with any of this, if not this reason?
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it's entirely possible. I'm on the fence. Yeah, I said it.
Wait, do you guys know how what this means if Quant is running infrastructure for Circle? It means we have immediate one step removed away access to Coinbase, one step removed away from Visa, and one step removed, or not even, you're integrated with what is essentially the second largest stable coin on the market right now, is it not?
Yeah,
I mean, it will be.
I think it's the second largest.
Once Tether goes kaboom.
Well, it's the second largest and will be the biggest. Tether might not go kaboom, but who knows? No one really knows at this point.
See, everyone in chat saying, "Luke, you're fudding."
Wait, listen. I want to hear a retort. Why is it not?
What does it come to? What does this come to? What the fuck? I've literally spent hours defending cunts in the freaking. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I won't say that. Whatever. Let's move on.
Okay. So wait, Luke. I want to hear a coherent retort. Show me a coherent retort.
No, it's not a rhetorical. It's not a retort against the potential. I see what you're getting at. I just think it's entirely possible it was also just like a general comment. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I'm on the fence. I'm not saying like it's impossible or anything. I'm just saying like I'm
trying to push you off the fence right now. I'm pushing you off the fence.
I do think Visa and our boy Koi is like, I think is our boy. So it's entirely possible. Look, who knows?
Wait! You just casually dropped that bomb. Yeah, I think we're hitting with Visa, but Circle, oh, no way, man.
Well,
like, oh, it's too much.
That's not what I said. I just said I don't think this comment. Anyway, whatever. Let's move on. This is actually an interesting one that I like, and I think this is something we can also talk about. Gil, whatever happened to the government contracts you referred to previously? Yep, we're working a lot with governments. It'll be public when we can tell people about it. I think the key thing to think here is last year was an absolute clusterfuck for literally every single nation in the world. You know, especially with governments, they have to be very careful with what kind of like PR they release and when. And I can imagine that last year, like the focus was probably not on blockchain. But I don't know, you know, I mean, just getting in the door and working with governments from like a tech standpoint is good enough, because if you've seen the G Cloud requirements, like you got to go through like a lot of loopholes to get there. You can't just like, not any old vendor can get in there, which is why we worked with AU Cloud from the start as well. But it'll all be public when we can tell people about it. You know, again, I don't know how many times we have to say this, you know, it's not up to Gilbert. Funny enough, he's the small fish when it comes to talking to governments. He's on the other side. You know, they've got way bigger PR and media streams and people to worry about than Quant do, so it's up to them. Yeah, you guys want to say anything about that? Do we want to talk about who we think the countries are? Because remember he said it was two. Well, if we're talking specifically about the contracts he said last time, I mean, I'm pretty sure like we all know I'm pretty sure it's going to be like Australia, Switzerland, or the UK.
I think the UK is in a lot.
Yeah,
it's absolutely unlocked.
Yeah,
and
which leads to the Bank of England.
Dr. Cuteness in the lounge is saying that Switzerland is the 8 million population. Gilbert hinted at before.
Oh well, now I've had this discussion before because
should we bring him in?
If you want. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
It was 8 million users and 50 million users. So, for example, it could be like Australia with 26 million pop, but 8 million like a sub aspect.
It's true. It's true. Too close to the pup's bedtime.
He got scared.
Oh, that's fair enough. So yeah, I don't know.
You have a good one, mate. You have a good one.
He also said something about identity, didn't he? One of them was for identity.
Yeah. I mean, and we've done some deep dives before about the previous attempts of the British government to try to digitize their identity. So
cool.
So who else? I mean, who else?
Wait, where's this?
Well, we know Armenia, but Armenia's even
Absolutely.
smaller than 8 million. That's like 3 million.
Who was it? Was it 50 million?
50 and 8. Yeah.
15 or 50?
50.
Like 50,
So
50.
What's
Jeez.
the UK? I feel like that's
Huge.
definitely the UK.
UK is like 70.
Yeah, so that's
I'm pretty
definitely
sure.
the UK. You know what I reckon the 50 million use case is? I reckon that's like a HM Treasury one. Because like, let's say like 16 million of the 50 million or something, like for some reason don't pay like tax or something like that. You know? So it's impossible that like the 50 million is like the tax bracket. I don't know. My thoughts.
Yeah, that's a good line of reasoning.
I feel like that could also be tied to identity.
Children don't pay taxes.
Yeah, exactly. So
They
like,
bloody should.
all right, watch this. This is going to be
Disgusting.
Mr. Bongo.
well, you know, the numbers are going to be dropping now.
Scroungers.
Oh, look at that. So there's 12 million people. Oh, you know what? And he said 52 million, I reckon. So there's 12 million kids in the UK, right? So 66 minus 12, you're at 54. Now what's another?
Yeah.
And then maybe there's like 2 million that are like who live
Retirees.
in the UK.
How many
retire?
Wait. How many retirees are there?
Do they? I'm pretty sure they pay. Do they not pay tax?
No, dude. They have no income. They don't pay taxes.
Don't you? Really?
No.
Learning with Luke.
How many retirees are there?
Say number of retirees.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Total percentage of... Okay, what the fuck?
44. I can't be right.
I gotta stop swearing, especially with... Yeah, I gotta stop swearing.
Do what you want, mate. You're a grown man.
41%. That's huge.
No, that ain't right.
Is that right?
41,000%. That can't even be possible.
That's not percent, is it?
Wait, what's?
Yeah, that's a weird. I don't know if that's even right.
Alright, let's not even look at that.
But the total, it's just the total. I mean, so what's the UK's population again? 63.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess some retirees would pay tax, like if they're like had like like a brokerage account or something like that. So I actually think this could work out pretty closely to that 50 million. Like take out the children, take out the retirees that aren't paying any taxes.
And this is me like being real pedantic, but you know how like he says 52 million, like it's real specific.
Yeah.
It's because like he knows the government in the UK. Like it's all right. So I'm pretty sure it's the UK and Australia. Those are my two bets. I don't know what anyone else says.
How many people live in Australia?
It's a lot smaller than you think.
26 million.
Because you got like a massive country, but nothing in it.
Yeah.
Because they're only on the coast, dude. No one lives in the center.
I know.
I just searched 26 million.
Well, unless our Chad Luke, he lives in the outback, right? You're calling us from satellite right now, right?
Nah, man. No, I'm on the coast as well.
Jesus, you've got.
Yeah, we got 20.
There's
insane. More people live in California than Australia, by almost double.
That's crazy. You must have so much space.
Yeah, man. You should see my yard. No, I live in. Yeah, no, there's a lot of space, but a lot of it's also like uninhabitable.
So what's Corona like?
Hey, we have a question. We have a question in the main chat. Stelios, guys, significance of being guarantor of pay.uk. How will maps help?
Link in the video.
Oh yeah.
Link in the video.
Oh, nice.
We've already covered it.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
Can you answer my question? What's COVID like over there?
Pretty good, man. We got it pretty good. Yeah, I mean, New Zealand's even way better.
There's just no people. You can just spread out.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's we have like the population is concentrated in like 6 major cities pretty much. And so like the rest of Australia, like the center of Australia is like huge, but no one lives there. So like the population is like Melbourne and Sydney is still like just as dense as most other like Western cities. You know what I mean? Like Melbourne's got 7 million people in it or something, or 5. I don't know. I'll see what Melbourne population is.
But why is no one living in the centre? Is it just?
It's just uninhabitable. Why would you?
I don't know. If that was the UK, it would be fucking built.
And all the cities were built on the coast, obviously because A, water is like all the rivers and stuff flow to the ocean, and B, back in the day when you have like ships and stuff, that was like the main way of getting around and transporting. All the cities were built on the coast, obviously, because you don't want to be like taking supplies and then you have to walk 6 weeks into like Ayers Rock or something in the middle of Australia. It's like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, it's only like 5 million the population of Melbourne. All right, we are getting so distracted. Wow.
I love it.
Okay.
Wait.
There's a comment about censor here.
Digital Egg says South Korea has 52 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, but Gilly.
Wait.
Turned down.
You got to get into this. You got to get. No, they didn't. All right, you got to get into this. Remember when they visited Samsung?
Yeah, South Korea.
There's no doubt it was Samsung. Like absolutely not. Because
I mean, he mentioned that there were NDAs in place, right? With Samsung.
So look at this quote, and I love this because like. I just think it's a wonderful quote because I think Gilly's being sarcastic here. No, unfortunately, only the numerous meetings we have with Samsung SDS in London and South Korea.
You think he's playing?
Oh yeah, like because Cartier Core said, "Is there any business in Korea?" And Gilbert's like, "No, unfortunately, only the numerous meetings we have with Samsung SDS in London and South Korea." So
yeah, but he might literally be saying, "No, unfortunately." I mean, only the meetings we had with Samsung.
He mentions it again in the conversation, saying that is a Samsung SDS project we discussed in early 2019. The Korean banks require each user to hold specific certificates just to be able to log on to internet banking. If you have more than one bank account, you need more certificates. The approach Samsung prototyped was to use DLT to remove the complexity of holding certificates. Users had a lot of friction if you lost your device, laptop, etc. Glad to see this idea has progressed.
But it's a government contract.
So yes, but
what was the program they built?
Yeah, what was that program?
Fuck.
I wonder what it's called.
It began with D.
Yes, yeah, you're on it. Keep going.
No, I'm not going to think of it.
Someone in chat will. I know they will.
What are you talking about?
What was the?
Deliver. Was it Deliver?
Yes, that's right. Deliver.
Doctor beat me to it.
Doctor. Oh, you both got it. So.
He also said we had. So Gilbert said we had a good trip to South Korea and met with the Samsung team at their office after they met us in London earlier. Can't say any more than that under the NDAs.
Deliver was a cross-border, government-to-government delivery logistics project which dealt with the interoperability of multiple DLTs. And the extension of Deliver was Samsung NextLedger, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was NextLedger Universal, which is specifically mentioned as an extension of Deliver into a more universal product. Yeah, Vronsky, you got it. Rotterdam. That's it.
That was
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Huge.
Back in the day when they were going to South Korea, it was in context to logistics. Do you remember? Because someone we asked about like supply chain or something like that, and he said like our recent trip to South Korea was like related.
Mm-hmm. We should follow up on NextLedger Universal.
Yeah,
because I think they were like restructuring that again. So it may very well be off, but they at least, I think it's pretty safe to say that they were using that POC.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that there's NDAs in place says a lot to me, personally.
I found a video that's 42 views.
We're early.
That's so funny.
NextLedger.
Okay, so Gilbert also said, yes, we believe so, to like likely this year for announcements, but it's really not in his control. Let's see what else he says. Interchange is the ability to exchange any-to-any digital asset across any ledger. Goddamn. Overledger's network's capabilities will allow members to transact globally with existing and new transaction rails. I think the biggest thing people are forgetting is that the Overledger network is actually going to act as like a global data marketplace as well. Like it's not just going to be like payments; it's going to be like literally anything. Like he
mentioned this.
Yeah,
he literally mentions a data marketplace, right?
Yeah, and for a sovereign nation too. And you know what do you know what I was thinking to that? Because was it the Central Bank of Germany with Ocean? Weren't they doing a sovereign data marketplace?
Yeah, Bundesbank.
Yeah,
no.
Bundesbank. Yeah,
no, there's a sovereign cloud. Remember, what's it called?
I don't know. Anyway, it would be interesting to see that come together. All right, next question.
No, not UK cloud. It was for the EU. I think it was Germany in particular. All the Ocean boys were hyped.
Oh, here we go. We have a strong marketing team now that has been busy recording videos, photos, interviews, and new content. We're going to be revealing all of that with the rebrand. It's all very slick. Love the Chesterfield interviews. Might do more. So I think this is what gets me most excited about like where we're going from here. It's like the team's only going to get bigger and stronger, and you're going to have people whose entire job is to come into the office and build content that's like, around their products and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's just going to be good to finally see some in-house content as well.
I feel like he feels like they're in a good place right now.
Yeah,
with all of it. New hires, etc.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some weight off Gilly's shoulders as well. I mean, he's got so much going on, and now he's spending all his time hiring and doing interviews as well. Like, it's ballistic, isn't it? It's absolutely ballistic.
That's a long process as well. Like, just hiring people.
Yeah, I know.
Taxing.
Imagine all the interviews you got to go through, and then negotiations and contracts, and just for one position.
But those Chesterfield interviews are awesome. Not even interviews, they're like discussions. And if Gilbert's listening, do more of them.
You guys,
they're so easy to make, and they're so informative, and the community really dig them.
You can
guys, let me apologize. Let me apologize. I didn't mean to denigrate, because I had no idea Ocean is partnered with the Central Bank of Germany. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Bundesbank.
Yeah, I totally glossed that over in my brain.
You think he's lying?
No, I just didn't even know that was a thing.
Mate, that's disrespectful.
So yeah, I think that'd be cool. Yeah, the Chesterfields are good because it's like, and this is the interesting thing that about Gilbert is, he's always been a nerd, like a cybersecurity nerd, and like he's never really had to be like a public figure, but he's so good at it. Like that's the trippy thing. Like he's really good. I feel like he has like a good manner when he's speaking. He doesn't like like lose his train of thought or stutter. Like he's usually very like coherent when he speaks. I feel, at least.
I feel that's because of the confidence he has in what they're building,
and knowledge
where he sees the project internally.
Yeah,
I think that allows him to be confident and relaxed because he sees what's going on behind the scenes. So there's no reason for him to, worry about what he has to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when it's like you breathe, like he lives and breathes it for like years. Like he knows, once you know like a topic so well, it's kind of just like, do you ever find like you go to the bar or something like with a few mates and they talk about something that's right up your alley, and next minute you can talk for like 5-10 minutes straight, and you just like, it just flows, like you just know what's happening. It happens to me all the time anyway.
And I think like a lot, like when you have a lot of these projects where you have people CEO of crypto projects, etc. I feel like Gilbert's come from a world which is bigger.
Yeah.
Like he's had roles which are much bigger than what he's dealing with now. So,
or it's different.
He is just probably a lot. Yeah, go on.
It's like different. I feel like it's different different levels of stakeholders. Like he's always dealt with professionals in a corporate setting where like, this goes here, like there's standards, there's proper procedures and stuff. And then you come to like crypto, which is like the most degenerate side of the internet. Like you can literally find. It's like he's trying to juggle like two worlds. He's being like thrown in the deep end. Yeah.
I think he secretly likes this world.
Yeah, I do. It's like a little outlet almost for him.
Yeah, well, he used to be like elite hacker man,
Yeah, he's on the 4chans and the bizzes and.
No. Much deeper. Okay. Don't denigrate the name, dude.
You know what I mean.
Like RTC,
man.
that sort of thing.
Well, that one doesn't really. He was just talking about how
IRC,
Coinbase and stuff like that have issues, and when the Nasdaq and stuff have like different higher regulated standards or whatever. Just scroll down here. Is that him? No. Where we're heading, we don't need roads. Doc, Back to the Future. Okay.
Dude, you had to edit that as well because people didn't really get it.
Yeah.
People.
Classic. Yes, we love the CoinMetro team. They're doing the right things. Cool. Back to the Future quote. Classic.
Can you hear me every time I clear my throat?
Do it.
No, I don't want to do it. I'm trying to do it discreetly because I don't want to do it on the mic.
Well, I mean, I haven't even been noticing.
No.
All right, good. That makes me look good. Oliver just messaged me saying, "I can hear you. It's gross."
I think this is an interesting comment. It was actually the way he worded it was epic. Exchanges are managing the risk of the SEC lawsuit with Ripple until it's clear what the position is. Imagine all the exchanges and fun. Like, it's actually I feel bad, but like it's such a shit show. Imagine like the funds and like the exchanges and everything. Like, oh Christ, what a headache!
It's just so unclear. Like, it's so unclear.
Headache. I know.
And the holders that get caught up in it,
Yeah,
it's a shame, man. I feel like because even if Ripple's name gets cleared of all of this, there's still going to be a good couple years of just pain.
I don't know about that.
Well, the way I
do, okay.
Yeah, and I know we probably have like
Mr. Bongo.
No, go on.
So something like quant is going to be essential for. This is essentially what Ripple is in right now, is that they've been stripped of their currency status, and they're now being designated as a security, which means that instead of PvP being something that they can be, they deal with, they're now like a more like a DVP sort of situation. So once tokenized securities are up and running, then yeah, I mean they're going to be just fine.
Can we
So
you go, mate.
No, you go.
You go.
They also they need to fix their infrastructure. They really do, because their token's worthless.
Well, yeah, that was
frankly.
That was going to be my next comment, and like I don't want to hate on Ripple. Like, they've done enough. They've got it working. They're building, they're trying, but at the end of the day, like as an XRP holder, like I've spoken to people about this. Like, what's the bull case here? Like if it's if it's used as settlement, it's like an instant. It's an instant either side of the transaction. That's the whole point of it. Is it's a settlement. It's not supposed to appreciate. If you have a volatile settlement asset, it defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? So like even if like all like, and the other thing is like, why would you hold the one thing that has this overshadowing doubt going into this next stage? Like it's just like
exactly where I'm at. Like, why would you even hold it at this point?
It's like a boat with an anchor on it while all the other people on jet skis going by you. Like it's just like why? That's literally what it is. You know, like
that's a good analogy.
So it's like why would you? You can't even use it for utility anymore, though.
No, exactly, because every time you send a transaction, if it's marked as a security, you got a KYC and then all those things. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Also, we lost the Zoom. Do you want me to send you guys another one?
Yeah, set up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Set up.
Yeah. I think we're almost getting I'll read out the next one and you guys can start discussing it because while I get this going.
Where do I go all in on XRP again? What exchange do you guys recommend?
Like buy on Kraken before they close it. Right now. Buy. Go.
I could go on BitTrue and trade all my quant for XRP right now.
That's what I would do.
Sell all your XRP or sell all your quant for XRP. Do it now. Hear it now. See?
Yeah. There's more. So XRP is cheaper than quant because quant is what $17 and XRP is only 20 cents. So you can get more of them.
Imagine when it goes to 1,000.
Genius.
Exactly. You'll make so much more money, mate.
Classic.
He's gone. He's off to buy.
So sorry, my wife was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And I was just telling her that Telegram has new voice call.
He's like, "I'm about to get rich."
Who is this?
I'm about to get rich.
Oh, it's removed.
This is removed.
Holy shit! What's up, man? I haven't spoken to him before. Anything. What's going on, dude?
Hey guys, what's up?
Should we do the next
Not
question?
much.
I feel like we should. Did you guys get the Zoom link I sent you?
Yeah.
His next question was about, it was one from a monkey. He said something like, it will be interesting to see a real utilized asset in a speculative market. Gilbert said, QNT is at the core of the OVN. It's powering all the layer 2 payment channels and how gateway operators are paid. We've been working hard on this, the treasury, and removing friction for enterprise to use the OVN. It's pretty cool because like if you think about it, like the OVN is like literally targeting like SIA, right? So like imagine like SIA like communicating or with like some other consortia like Citibank or something like that. Like they're not going to be sending like $10 twice a day, you know what I mean? Like it'll be, if anything, it'll be like huge volumes.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything to comment on that?
I'm just really curious about how QNT is going to be used in our ecosystem. So something I stumbled upon recently is a project called Thorchain.
Yeah.
And they're just relentless in funneling utility into utility and value into their coin. And so I'm thinking that because of the way quant is constructed and the way you can build multi-chain DLT applications, you could, why not copy that sort of idea, bring it into Overledger and use QNT, you know? And you can do that relentlessly for any decentralized application, which is why they changed the name from a map to an MDApp, a multi-chain distributed application. So that's there's just so much that can happen. So much utility, so much value here.
And the best part is it's not like Chainlink where like 2/3 of the supply is held by the team who are just subsidizing node operators anyway. All the supply is like already in circulation, so like any demand is literally just going to be like coming into the ecosystem. You know what I mean? Getting my vibes?
Yeah, I'm getting your vibes. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh, yeah, cool. The next thing I said was, it was actually me. I said, hope you're staying safe. Bit cute. He's like, thanks, Luke. The team were all okay and in good health, thankfully. COVID has been a real bitch in the UK. So I hear.
Sucks.
The next one was, will you provide enough dots for us to join and get to an informed thesis about total utility being powered through the ecosystem? treasury addresses, etc., volume flows. And he says, yes, it'll be all on-chain, transparent, and viewable. So that'll be like the payment channels and stuff. You'll be able to see like consistent moves through the volume. You know what would be real interesting? Imagine if they plugged into like the Uniswap AMM or whatever it is. Is it just AMMM? Yeah. Imagine all the volumes that would go through it if they use Uniswap for like a liquidity pool. I doubt it.
I'm really curious though, like to wonder whether or not these entities need to worry about like KYC QNT, or if they can just like deal with QNT that comes from anywhere, you know?
Right. Yeah. No, you're probably right, because like,
this is something huge. This is something huge, really, because I see a lot of institutions. Like we recently saw Christine Lagarde try to. She was trying to like, oh, Bitcoin is very questionable. Oh, it's been used in the Silk Road.
What is that voice?
Wow.
It's my pompous bureaucrat voice. So she's trying to like build up this consensus that Bitcoin is something that needs to be radically hemmed in, and the funniest thing, the craziest thing, is that the word she used is like, she's actually said, if there's a way to escape, people will use it. Escape from what? What are you escaping from? What do you need to run from? Like
digital cash, bro.
No, it's not just digital cash. It's the fact that exactly that's what I'm thinking. It's like it's basically a Freudian slip that they plan to. Well, what they're doing is they're centralizing control of money and of issuance of said money with the central bank, which has not been a historical reality, but they're trying to pretend that it is, and by doing so, Bitcoin is threatening their monopoly over this power, and so they're going to try to control it. And one of the ways they're going to do that is by attempting to make Bitcoin into fungible and non-fungible Bitcoin, KYC, AML Bitcoin, and Bitcoin that has touched even once some Silk Road wallet or some questionable wallet. And you really got to be. It's just something that like it's an overreach of state power, honestly.
Well,
in my opinion,
what I mean by like this is all like leads into where I think the world's going with digital cash. You're already seeing it with China. They're going to track like literally every dollar you spend. Like, how the hell am I supposed to get like my next bag of weed or something like that if I can't like use cash? You know what I mean? Like that's why like I feel like cryptocurrencies could have like a massive boom just off drugs. Like again, like ironically, like think about it. Like imagine trying to get like like anything, I'm not going to like advertise drugs or anything, but like there's a lot of people who use drugs in the world.
What's your favorite drug, Luke? What's your favorite drug?
Paracetamol. Nah, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people out there that take drugs, and like that's a big market. I mean, imagine if every single transaction you ever spent is tracked.
Well, I mean that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like it's going to be like, it's going to be nuts.
I'm totally for the utility proposition of like, what is it? Automatic compliance and automatic regulation. But the thing is that it like classic Spider-Man quote, right? With great power comes great responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. So we have a responsibility to regulate ourselves in a way that allows for life to exist, rather than choking ourselves out. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how hard they push when push comes to shove, or how hard they shove, I suppose. Alright, next one was do companies clients require you to do an external audit, for example 27K or SOC2? He said, our background, the due diligence and compliance need to work with governments, enterprise, and financial institutions is stringent. We've passed those requirements, case in point with our G Cloud framework to deliver to the whole UK government. That's actually one of the coolest things. I love that G Cloud pitch deck. That's epic. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing really else to say there.
I mean, we can broach like sovereign clouds if you want.
If you want to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me.
Well, in essence, if you want to have clients such as the NHS and other essential infrastructure touching DLT clouds, you have to. And so that means you also have to provide infrastructure that is robust enough to serve national critical infrastructure, because you're an extension of that. And that's what Gilbert's all about. That's what Quant's all about.
Cool. The next one was on third-party, oracles, because I said, out of interest, could interchange settlements be used as on-chain price feeds and then oracleized within the Overledger network? For example, institutional volumes settling between different currencies could in turn provide real-time price feeds that could be verified. And he said, yes, it's what institutional clients need. They're not going to rely on third-party DeFi oracles. The next one.
Shots fired.
The next one was about zero knowledge proofs, and he mentioned the payment channels again. This is the one I was talking about, HMG. This is one of the more, I think, the possible for the government client. He says, someone asked about the UK government, and he said, we're very close to HMG, so that's Her Majesty's government, I assume. Spent 10 years in 3 governments. Someone asked about Quantex, and he said hasn't planned for it yet. Fair enough, it's only January. Jesus. I think he leaves now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pops off. Alright. Should we what do you guys want to do? What do you want to do? I just feel bad. I think Dread's getting late, that's all.
I think everyone's at the end of the at the end of the rope, even the lounge. So
I'm just trying to stay with it.
Okay. Well, dude. Go rest. Take care of yourself. So
we should at least open it up and see if anyone's got any questions. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think.
Does anyone remember that?
Should we do that?
The Quantex live stream we did? Where I got up at like 3 a.m. and we were on there for like 6 hours or something like that. It was
that was awesome.
God. Yeah, open the chat up. Let's do it.
Oh, Quanthony is asking about Nexo. Yeah, so Nexo, this is kind of what I was talking about before with regard to once you reach a certain level of awareness and market cap, you just kind of the snowball builds. Nexo wouldn't allow anyone. You need to be an ERC20 token, but they wouldn't allow anyone to list on their platform if they had less than 200 million market cap and less than 1 million daily average volume. So Nexo, we recently just hit those marks, and I figured we might as well get their attention and see what comes of it. So,
how did the poll go? Did you put out?
It overwhelmingly yes. So
yeah. So it's 54.9% yes, 29.3% absolutely.
11.4 undeniably, and we got a measly 4.4% that doesn't like liquidity.
I voted absolutely.
Should we open the lounge up, dude? Because I'm gonna have to get off soon. It's already freaking midday.
I mean, I'm literally dying right now, let's not keep it too long.
Yeah, well,
you can jump.
It's already open.
That's alright.
Nah, I'll stick around for another 10, 15.
Alright.
Midday. So Mosef's from the UK as well. What are you still doing up?
Yeah, it was great talking with you guys. Great chats.
Good memes, good bants.
Yeah, thanks for listening in, guys. It was
We should do this every week.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I think people would enjoy it. I think especially if we can just keep it kind of loose, you know.
Well, let's also I would love to feature someone while here. You know, we can just get people to acclimate to our community and have some great content, and we could even interview this way.
We could.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Gilbert would come on? I don't reckon he would, but
I would be so swift with the banhammer you wouldn't even know. Anyone posts any sort of erotic material, ban immediately.
Oliver from Coin Metro would be a good guest.
Yeah, that's actually
not
a really
that
good idea.
guy. He does my fucking head.
Oh no.
No, I love him really. He's a good guy.
Who names their son Ledger? I mean, gosh, what a freak.
Oliver is an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah, much love, Oliver.
Well, we could get Kevin on from Coin Metro. Mm-hmm. He would be a good one to have on.
Could just go over the staking and answer any questions anyone has or whatever for content.
Absolutely. I think we could get partners on. I imagine Joel would do another interview. I imagine Rashid would want to come on. Yeah, and eventually we get Gilbert on. That'd be great.
Yeah, win Binance.
Win Binance, indeed. CZ, get a CZ on. I wouldn't want to talk to him if you paid me.
I think it'd be pretty interesting.
I'd
honestly.
talk to him.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
I'd leave that to you guys.
Okay.
I don't like Binance, man. I don't know. Suck about it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
But Binance is like the number. What was it? They're the fastest company to unicorn valuation in the world. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, I guess. But Enron was a massive company, and look at them. Who we like? If we we got Gilbert on, I that would be fascinating. I don't know if he would do it. I don't know if he would agree to like a free form interview like that. But I think it would be fascinating.
I think we just need to build up we just need to get better at this.
Mate, we're perfect. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know about you guys, but I need to work on my public speaking abilities a lot more. So
just keep it loose, bro. Just keep it loose.
Just keep it loose, man.
Just talk about drugs.
Keep it chill, bro.
A few C words here and stuff.
What's your favorite drug, Gilbert?
God,
it's got to be coke. Have you seen London?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you guys, there's an option for the voice chat to mute new participants.
Yeah,
maybe you guys could set it up in Maine or something for his next AMA, so nobody could really just like butt in and say some wild stuff.
God, that'd be stressful. Fuck.
People can listen in, but they like say crazy shit.
Oh, could you imagine me talking to Gilbert in front of like 1,000 people? Oh, Jesus
awesome.
Christ. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we could do
While
that.
Shieldy was going crazy as well.
I'll probably accidentally swear, bro. Oh, God.
If you answer the question, you'd be like, for fuck's sake.
Like, fuck. Oh, is my mic on? Shit, fuck. Fuck. Nah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Nah, we should get him on the Quamfy Lounge. I'll ping Luke again. Once we get like the rebrand and like the OVN release, I'll ping Luke and we'll see if we can get him on the channel.
Luke, I'm really worried about you when you talk about yourself in the third person.
Hilarious.
I laughed. I thought it was funny.
Mm. Must be boomer humor. Jesus.
All right. So I think this is a wrap. Let's.
I'm dying.
We'll do this like next week, and I think it would be good just to have like a theme every time, and just like you guys said, go with it, loosey goosey, and see what happens.
Maybe we should make it a bit shorter. How long have we been going?
An hour and 20 minutes.
Holy crap!
Yeah. You have to.
I mean, we were talking for a good hour before as well.
Yeah.
It's been a long time,
dude.
I did push-ups. I did push-ups as well.
I was very proud of you. You did a great job. Great job.
I had a beard. No, I didn't. I swear to God.
All right, guys. Much love. Keep it Quamfy, and we'll see you next week.
Take it easy, fellas. Catches. Boy.
Bye.